Hey guys, so you've seen this desk setup in my videos for the longest time, but I've never actually explained in total detail what everything I'm using is and why I'm using it. So that's why I'm deciding to make this video, so that I can explain everything I'm using and the reason behind it in one dedicated video. And hopefully I can inspire you guys to create a better desk setup as well, and take inspiration from what I'm doing here so that you guys can also make a fantastic desk setup. Now, without wasting more of your time, let's get started. So if you didn't know, I'm actually a student, although I'm pretty sure most of you would. I don't look that old, do I? Anyways, because that I'm a student, I basically do all of my homework right here. If you look at the peripherals that I use, you can see that I use the Apple Magic Mouse 2, the Apple Magic Keyboard 2, the Apple Magic Trackpad 2, and the Logitech MX Master 3. I actually used to use the Logitech MX Master 2S, although when they first came out with the Logitech MX Master 3, I was totally in line. If you guys want to see the differences between these two mouses, I have a dedicated video on that. And in that video, I do the unboxing of the Logitech MX Master 3, I review it, and at the end, I compare the two mouses. If you're interested, just click on the iCard somewhere on the screen right now. I have no idea where it is, but yeah, hopefully it pops up. If it didn't, I forgot. Oh, and if you have any questions or anything you want to add to this video, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. I'll be reading them all and hopefully responding to some questions if you have any. Now, all of my peripherals are sitting on this mouse pad that I got from Amazon. It's actually just a normal generic RGB mouse pad. Although, the reason why I got an RGB mouse pad is because I wanted it to complement my setup. My setup's color scheme, and the lights behind me. I think my setup is quite neutral with this wooden tone to it, so basically any color would work. Get it? That's a pun. Now, the chair I'm sitting on right now is actually just a generic office chair. Though I have taken off the two armrests because first of all, I never use them, and second, I think it just makes the chair look so much cooler, especially in this photo where the lights are off and there's the RGB colors. You can really see how cool this chair just really looks. So if you guys were creating your own setup as well, I wouldn't advise you to drop, let's say, $500 on a new gaming chair. I think working with what you have and potentially modding it yourself is a fantastic idea. Now, turning the lights back on. Let's talk about the lights. Of course I have the ceiling lights, but that's kind of boring, right? Everyone has ceiling lights, I hope. This light right here is a Qi-enabled desk light that I got from Amazon as well. And there are many presets of the strength of the light, as well as the temperature. So you can basically do this. Pretty cool. Although I usually set it to this warm color because, again, the wooden tone, it just matches really well. Now, I haven't talked about these two displays behind me, and that was intentional because I want you to watch the entire video and I get extra watch time. Oh yeah. So this is an iMac. It's a 2019 4K iMac, and the specs is that it has a 4-core Intel i5, 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM, it has a 1TB Fusion drive, the GPU is a Radeon Pro 560X with 4 gigs of GDDR5 memory, and yeah, do you expect me to just memorize the specs? I'm a Mac person, come on. And another thing is my laptop. I don't think you guys would consider this part of the desk setup, but I do keep it in this specific location and charges it there, so I do think it should be counted. The specs for the 2019 13-inch MacBook Pro is that it also has a 4-core Intel i5, also 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 256 gigs of SSD storage, so it's pretty low, although I will talk more about that later when I talk about the hard drives and SSDs. It is the TouchBar model, so it has 4 ThunderBolt 3 ports. And if you look on top of the MacBook, you can see it's custom skinned. I actually designed the graphics itself, so I think it just gives it more personality when I bring it to school, and it is a pretty cool conversation starter. My laptop is sitting on this blue denim sleeve. It's called the Incase 13-inch laptop envelope, although it is now discontinued, so that's pretty unfortunate. And I'm special now. Now let's talk about the sound. I'm not really an audiophile, so I do have two Google Home Minis, one on each side of my desk, and the colors here are charcoal and chalk, respectively. They're paired together wirelessly, so when I listen to music, there is a stereo experience, and it's pretty immersive. And when I want to use headphones, I use the Beats Studio 3s in the color Shadow Gray. It is a bit overpriced, but they do sound pretty good. This microphone right here is the Neewer NW800, and it costs around $80. It's not the best microphone, but heck, it's cheap. And also, if you look at the walls behind me, there are acoustic panels. They do a really good job on reducing the echo when I listen to music or watch movies. So I think they are a really good buy if you want to improve the sound quality in your room. Now, you guys are probably bored and want to see some more cool tech stuff. So there's this monitor right here. This is the LG 34-inch curved ultra-wide monitor at 144 Hz. This might be quite trivial for you guys because I use this for homework and not gaming. And yeah, that's still true, but I think a 144 Hz display is very smooth, and I just like the feel of it when I do homework, and in my opinion, it just helps with the flow. Also, a bigger display would mean more room for Word documents or things like that. I do have a video on this monitor as well, so if you want to see, just check it out. Now, you might have noticed this stack of books. These are actually Minecraft handbooks. It's a full set, which I'm pretty proud of, and that is what my iMac is sitting on to elevate it. There isn't actually a way to elevate the iMac itself with its built-in stand, so I've chosen to use Minecraft books, and they do complement with the color scheme I'm going with the wood-ish tone, so I think it's quite balanced. And to the left of that would be this Apple Pencil dock and charger. This is how I charge my Apple Pencil when I don't feel like plugging it to my iPad. And yep, if you have seen my new iPad Pro video, you would know I am pretty interested in that new iPad Pro. So if I get that, I don't need to plug in my Apple Pencil anymore. And I have two things stuck on my wall behind me. One is glued and one is Velcro. You guys might think, why is this person gluing or Velcroing to his wall? And I do have a valid reason. My USB hub is going on the wall, so it doesn't take up space on my desk. And I can still unplug or turn off the power to my devices when I want to. And my hard drive is Velcro to the wall. It's not there permanently because sometimes I still want to bring it on the go. It's 2 terabytes, so there is quite a bit of storage. And when I want to bring it with, say, my laptop, because there's only 256 gigs, I can do that. And the Velcro just makes it super easy. I also have a 1 terabyte SSD that I keep in my backpack at all times, so if you want to see what's in my tech backpack, you can also watch that video as well. Now, another thing that I can do with my hard drive is that I can unplug it when I don't need to use it, so it stops spinning and stops making noise. I just don't like the sound when I'm not doing anything. And yes, you don't need to tell me, my setup does look pretty cool from the top, so you guys really need to make sure from different angles they need to look good. Especially with cable management, which we'll talk about in a tiny bit. In order to have a cool looking setup, I think it needs to look cool from every angle, not just from front on or from the side, even from the top, which most people don't think about. It needs to be very organized and just no random cable sticking out. Because this is an earthy tone, basically I can make any color work. So currently I'm using magenta, but in this photo you can see I'm using green. I'm experimenting with this leafy color, and I think it just looks really nice, especially with the green mouse pad and this wireless charging dock that I charge my iPhone, AirPods, and my Apple Watch. It just really complements the look, and I really like that. Now, looking underneath my setup, you can see my cable management is absolutely phenomenal. What I advise you guys to do is to just look at your cables right now, see if they look messy. If they do, just mark some time on your calendar, and please fix up your cables. Like, come on guys, clean up after ourselves. More seriously though, I do think the cable management can make or break a setup. If there's really no space, I get it, but if there's any way you can just shove those cables somewhere else, out of sight, out of mind, then please do that. And trust me, after you do it, you'll feel so accomplished and your setup will look 100 times better, I promise. And finally, one last item that I will show off is this footrest underneath my desk. You guys might think, why do you need a footrest? Well, this is actually one of my favorite pieces of tech. It's really good for ergonomics, and it helps my legs relax. If you guys haven't experimented or tried out a footrest, I would really recommend it. This video is not sponsored, although if you guys want to pick up the items in this video, you can look at the description down below. I will be listing every item there, and hopefully, if I can, I will also leave a link to getting it on Amazon. And if I seriously can't find one, or there isn't a link to buying it on Amazon, I'll just leave the name, and you guys can search it if you want. Okay, thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. That would definitely help me out, as this is a small channel. Thank you for watching this entire video, and be sure to stay safe and wash your hands.